Jarl's, pal. There's fuel pumps, fuel lines, hydraulics.
How much time we have?
That's the wrong size replacement.
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
He lives for this shit, and will make it...
The rest, out and about.
Anyek is wasting time.
You didn't hear about the human? Landed right in the middle of Aya.
No. I hope they dealt with it.
That human is a pathfinder.
Give me a double dose of summer, quick!
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be talking to the commander?
I'm Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative, from...
Wonderful. You're from far away. Do they have magical healing where you're from?
Nothing more advanced than what you have.
Then where you're from is useless to me right now. Stand over there.
The commander said the alien wanted to help, but we need it. The emergency caches, maybe.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded. There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reship.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. We're strained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
There's no time to waste. I'll help with whatever you need.
Supply crates are stacked by the wall over there. Directions to the caches are with them. You have a vehicle?
Of course.
Good. Get going.
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
You guys seem very understaffed.
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Vold.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Jarl, have you come back to us?
Briefly.
And these must be the strangers I've heard so much about. You know, if not for Jarl, I might kill you.
This is
That must be difficult out.
Jarl's the brave one.
How do you get supplies with the Kett everywhere?
The same way we came. There are caves and hidden.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through the cave.
Children?
We all do what we can out here, even children.
How do you feel about Ephra?
I'll do what I can to help until I can't help anymore.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have all my... What I do have, we need if we're going to... Maybe if you clear that Kett station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you. Just make...
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Olisk.
These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
Welcome. You are the Pathfinder.
What are these symbols?
My people worship here.
And I give the blessings.
I'm a bit of a...
A stranger in all things, perhaps. The blessing is offered with simple goodwill.
Why don't you practice religion in public?
Those who are slaves to the Kett are forbidden to We honor their isolation by practicing privately. Faith is also strongest when no one sees it.
It would be an honor.
I give you strength and courage, yet be clear your heart.
How do you become a priestess?
With great hardship. Only those who know darkness can lead others to light. I speak weekly words for those who seek them. They take my words to their families, so that they all find the strength I once longed for.
What do you believe?
In the never-ending growth of a soul that is reincarnated, a righteous action in this life begets in...
And with that, a stronger dynasty.
Got a message from my little brother this morning. He asked when I'm coming home.
Right away!
He's young. He doesn't understand yet.
I don't know how to respond. How do you tell a child you might not come back?
Good to see you again, Commander Dozil.
And you, Jarl. This is the alien. The one you think can help us.
Yes. This is Ryder, of the Andromeda Initiative.
I am Anyek Dozil. Remember the name, because if you betray us, I will kill you myself. Be assured that what I do to you will make the stars turn their faces and grow dark.
I have no intention of betraying you.
Say what you want. It is the hands that reveal true intention. If you wish to prove yourself, be an ally in our fight against the Kett. Despite our best efforts, their growing forces remain a threat to our people. Speak to our lookouts, who watch the valley. They'll know where our need is dire. Jarl, watch them, and be careful yourself, my friend.
I always am.
Don't you have something to do? Jarl defends them. He believes they can help. We need help.
You allow them access to our base. Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way, no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
My friend, welcome home.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
Hoping you... Patrol approaching you. You think I'll see any Ket?
That's the planet, with everything on
They
it.
don't venture this close to the
You
Ket.
don't win a war without good organization.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Ket, yes. The largest, Estraya, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Estraya.
It's the recent focus of Ket attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Ket learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. They underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a... There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained. Ready for anything.
I guess they need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Kett are bolder, like... The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our... More patrols with the Dara means fewer raids on Kett camps. The Kett know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else...
They all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
It's good to be back. I have friends here.
Let's try to make a good first impression.
They know I'm not gonna eat them, right?
Life's...
Whoa, didn't mean to sneak up on you. Your commander said you could show us the valley.
Zeke, I don't want to talk to it. You talk to it.
Ryder has a name.
You named it. How'd you even tell them apart?
Stars, Beniska, just stop talking. Yeah, we can show you the valley. What are you looking for?
I'm here to help your people. Know anyone who needs it?
We've got reports from Hajara about someone trying to rescue a kidnapped family. See those red lights? That's it. If you're here to help, like the commander says, you could start there. Anything else?
Those red lights, you said that's Hajara?
Yes. Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly... There's people there that might need help, if you haven't checked it out already.
How does anyone live out here?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Kett attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Kett want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Kett Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Kett operations on the entire planet. There's always...
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless, bizarre...
Even the Kett seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So, where is it?
Tall lights. Over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back to your work. Tempest, we're going to need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to...
Okay, Sam, what's Volt got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
Any suggestions on how to get on Ephra's good side?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Trust me.
Downhill's always more fun.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Not hit!
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul. Should I know about him?
That's a conversation for another time.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can... extract minerals via your mine.
Almost got past me.
Easy. Are you alright?
Better now that those Ket are dead. I thought I could lead them the other way. If you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt? Can you make it back?
It'll be comical, but I can walk, and I know a secret route to the camp. I can get back faster than your rover.
Have the Ket tracked down the Resistance here?
No, these scum caught a signal flash and were too You didn't give them time to report in. All their superiors will know is that they went missing in the blizzard.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just a scout. I'm supposed to make... But they were more prepared than I thought. I got careless.
We have to...
Go.
My sensors read a mineral not found in my database, Pathfinder.
That's something we can scan for Chief Lucan?
It would improve his geophysics VI considerably.
Look, the cat set up camp.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
That many siblings common to you guys?
We have large families. Strength in numbers.
Yeah, Krogan used to run that show. Careful.
I detect an Angaran data device, transmitting a low-frequency homing signal.
We've got targets!
Enemy down! Hijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Vold's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Ice everywhere and they hang on to that piece. What's so special about it?
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something here. They were probably affected by the Scourge. The microbe variety in the top layer is completely different. They contain traces of 4 different radioactive isotopes.
Could be something else. Industrial emission, weapons tests, someone crashing a vehicle.
It's the Pathfinder. Thank you.
Ah, the alien. We heard reports. Can't imagine anything here interests you.
Why not? I heard this was a research station. I'm always interested in exploratory science.
I wasn't expecting that. I never heard that about you. Now, is there anything you need from me?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh! Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijara. We're right above an inland sea, and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the cat.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that Ryder alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Janlith, and everyone who went to school with... One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard...
What was it?
Too much Malay. That's what Janlith... Now it's become something of a joke between us.
This isn't Haval. You spent too long out there in the dark. You'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back under.
The human is listening to it.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp. Even...
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and...
What I can teach wouldn't help.
Your body can't store a charge. Your body can't store a charge.
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Good luck.
Not so fast. You still don't know how to read a weather pattern.
The ice got to the machine.
Let Yared know. Heard there was an alien lurking about the place. Don't try to start something. We're all combat. And try not to disturb our data probes. Our research is valuable, though it may not mean much to you.
What's your focus out here?
Glacial movement, seismology, climate, anything Aya needs from us. Resources are tight, so our scientists know a bit of everything. That way, we're prepared for anything.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. So far, Vold has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has the station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before. We've discovered a wealth of resources, the metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold weather fungus.
All that was hidden up.
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I need it.
I'll be...
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Ket kill people. They take our families and we never see them again. Anyone who fights against us. So, will you fight them? I know the location of the labor camp where they took my uncle.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move. And sometimes they just kill them.
Damn, kid. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilj may not have much time.
How's the dig going?
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll.
Someone said they saw an alien arrive at the Resistance base. Now here you are. Oh, I wish I could talk. I've got to get this sky-cursed piece of junk working. It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Is there something I can do?
Maybe. I didn't think you'd be familiar with our machines. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke.
High-powered communications array. Most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Some of my parts weren't made for these temperatures.
It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Drac, why would anyone near the end of their life take a chance joining the initiative?
Why would anyone at the start of theirs join up with strangers like us? Besides, who says I'm old? Who says I'm dying?
I don't think I said that.
You did.
I'm certain I didn't.
Now you're saying I'm deaf.
Ryder?
Nope, not getting involved.
Hey, you're not wrong, Jal. I am old, but I got a lot of living left.
Another...
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Tech ahead, bound to have Ket.
That message console is hackable, Pathfinder.
So there's a control center for Ket shuttles on Fold.
This message contains a fragmented passcode. If we find more terminals, I can reassemble it.
And we can take out the control center.
Feels good to be on solid ground again.
You don't feel exposed? The Ket are everywhere.
I'd rather face them down here than stuck in a can up there.
Wow, the Remnant took over. Let's check it out.
fucking Ket!
I've been reading Krogan history. I have a few questions.
Careful, Krogan have a saying. History is written by the victors.
Krogan do?
You're from Clan Nakmor, but you weren't born into it. You chose it.
Yeah, the shaman of the clan was strong, and the Kratic wastes were beautiful.
And you had a rite of passage?
It wasn't so much a rite of passage.
We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya. I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with Ket's technology.
Ket. Great. And here's the ambush.
Falling in.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, a remnant site is ahead. Defense systems may be active. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Doesn't Sam just...
Not at all. I'd love to take Sam apart. See how it all works. Though I'd need more information.
This is the Ket labor camp Skiot talked about.
Let's find Niels.
You're here to rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down. Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these Ket. Get me out of here! I'm gonna kill these Ket! Disable the fence! I have to get out! Freedom! Disable the fence, quick! You're not getting away with this!
Life support at 100%. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Just in time. Would have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs.
If the Ket can't handle being called mildly insulting things, that's on them, not me.
You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew, Skiat, was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nilge.
So you've said before. The Resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
What about the data drive? We have to deliver it to Buxel so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on our rescuer for more than a rescue. Can you deliver this drive to Techix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
What's in the drive?
The Ket code we stole while trying to infiltrate their command center. The Ket never realized how much we downloaded off their network.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxel will be in her workshop. I hope we meet again. Under better circumstances.
This is big. Liberating key Resistance agents and recovering information they stole from the Ket. You've put many doubts about you to rest, Ryder. Even Ephra must now be convinced of your intentions.
What about the data drive Nilge entrusted to us?
Good point. If you prefer, you could go to Techix now and speak to Ephra later. The choice is yours.
I need to get this data drive to Techix. I can deal with Ephra later.
I thought you might say that. Very well. We'll talk to Ephra when you're done with your tasks here.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Grab all the weapons you can. We'll be out of here.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Heads up. There might be Remnant in that site.
Good work.
You got the Ket, we had Solarians. There's always someone thinking they're better than you.
I don't know many Solarians, but they seem nothing like the Ket.
You're right, you don't know many Solarians.
Ket machinery. Ryder, we should be careful.
I'm reading the temperature decrease. I'm receiving an unusual reading from that. The Ket planted a chip in this Angara.
A tracking chip? Can you reverse it to get a nav point?
The chip is disabled, but if I receive more scans, I could repair the signal. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
What was that meal that you cooked for us last night?
Getting closer. This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Detect later. Adi.
Hostiles ahead!
The signal emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Adi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I can modify your Omni tool to dampen the signal.
Nice work.
The Angara call this a scourge, Jen. They pass through the scourge and pick up something of its nature. No two are exactly alike. Some of them are quite beautiful and quite dangerous.
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
I think we should leave it here. It's too dangerous to bring back to the Nexus.
That is for the best. I shall contact the Resistance to have it removed. Just in case.
Hopefully the Hijara scientists won't have any more trouble with our comms.
You're much larger than the rest of the initiative species.
You'd think that'd help. Don't trust small people. Do anything to get their shots in.
That device is Ket. Let's check it out.
Shooting the device will destroy it. That device was feeding data externally.
To where?
I can't determine that. However, there may be devices at other remnant locations. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Remnant site ahead, Pathfinder. It could have defenses in place.
Stiff, do you have to hit every bump?
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
What's funny? Just remembering a joke I know. You won't get it.
Try. I want to learn.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Incompetently, an Elcor.
That's terrible.
I'm going to assume explaining wouldn't help.
The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
Pretty intense catch shield for the middle of nowhere. Suspicious overcompensation.
Am I the first and only Asari you know?
You are the first, but not the only.
Really? Who else?
There is also Lexi.
Oh, right. And we're on the move!
gotten word that we're coming. I don't think they'll shoot.
There's a door up ahead. These are the ruins we're looking for.
Time to scrounge for tech.
Impressive!
Running ammo!
Okay, let's find these glyphs. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
I detect no additional glyphs in the area.
Is this what you need for your project, PB?
Looks like it. Very cool little piece of REM tech.
REM tech?
Yeah, shortcut I made up.
I comprehend.
Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can.
Appreciate it. Come see me on the ship. I'll give you an update on the project. Say, Jaal, you smell really nice. Like, not just now. Always.
Thank you. I like to... I take pride in all aspects of my person. I like to smell nice.
Well, I think it's great. Where do you get it?
I make it. is tinkering with alcohols and plant essences that different from explosives.
Yeah? That's Techix, according to my map.
We should speak to Boxel about her brother as soon as possible.
Hey, can you help me with something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
I hope they know we're not catch straight.
There isn't a place.
Doing damage.
But it may disrupt their migratory patterns. We don't know what kind of effect that'll have.
Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Vold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive this. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Vold.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
Ryder, the Yavara are vital to Angaran culture. We need to stop these hunters.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
We should hurry.
You said you have folktales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can...
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost...
I see where the Yavara...
To all Angara, they're a symbol of what the Scourge took...
We can't lose them.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person. But now we have to settle for static-filled recording.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them, and we still can't find the... They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
I'll leave you to your...
Thing all day. Thanks for the help.
Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
On it, right. Come find me.
detecting below normal temperatures. Life support at 100%.
There you are.
Nice shot back there.
Thanks. My father taught me as soon as I was old enough to hold a gun.
I'm glad I'm not on the business end of that thing.
As long as you're not Ket, you're safe.
You ever shoot Remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
Do the Ket come around here a lot?
Only some. Resistance patrols keep most from getting through. I pick off the stragglers. Usually wraiths like the one you held.
You ever miss one?
Miss? Never.
Stay.
See you around.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
He got free and didn't even pay me a courtesy visit?
I'm sorry. I can't say more, but what Nilge is doing is extremely important and time-sensitive.
Not even a call. Hello, sister. Thought I'd let you know
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
From my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes. Anyik told me to expect you. My son Skjord said he'd send people after Nilge. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Losing family is hard. I'm glad I could spare you that pain.
Thank you. They talked about your abilities, but no one said anything about your kindness.
Oh.
Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies. This is a layout of the Ket Command Center. Entrances, exits, security. We'll be able to cripple their operations. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The base entrances are shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code is about to change again. If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch.
Come on, get in there.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vestchik, scholar and chronicler. I've
chronicler. Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
That's a wonderful sentence.
My grandmother's words. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
I'm just hoping we don't turn out to be a significantly bad development.
Nothing. And speaking of Kett, I wish we knew more. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Kett are a military people. They must have logs. Perhaps they can be... Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Kett?
Dead or disappeared. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in...
You punch like a half-dead Kett.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
Smart?
Voxel says you rescued her brother. I don't have words to express. I am Eski Yevith, steward of Techix. I hope to make your stay here a pleasant one. It's the least I can do.
I am honored to meet you, Steward Eska. I am Path...
Wonderful. As we stay here, there are no strangers, only unmet friends.
Tell me more about Techix.
It's the largest town on Vold, home to hundreds of my people. We manufacture, we trade, and we try to live good lives, even with the Kett presence. I have lived here all my life, and there's no place I'd rather live.
What about Aya?
Ugh, sulfurous air. Not for me.
You called yourself steward.
I have guardianship of Techix. I ensure its functions, and that its people... Commander Dozier and the Resistance fight the Kett with their weapons, with their fists. Myself and others here, we fight by refusing to give in, by living in spite of them.
I won't disturb you further.
You, the Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to...
You mean the Remnant?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Why would the Remnant come after you?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
Did they injure you or just chase you off?
They chased me and I slipped on the ice. That hurt.
You were misinformed. I can't actually talk to the Remnant. Even if I could, I don't...
Well, good are you then? Thanks for nothing. Stupid machine.
You're that Pathfinder, right? I heard about you. Welcome to the Aratan. I'd offer you space, but a group from Hajara just claimed the last of it.
My translator lost that one. What's an Araton?
It means shelter from the dark. A hostel for people who don't want to camp on the ice. I get Hajara researchers, Resistance Patrol...
There were humans here?
Not humans. The spiky... They hated the cold. I had to crank up the sun heaters to thaw them out.
What were Turians doing out here?
I didn't ask. I assumed they were like you, helping... They haven't come back yet, so they're probably still out there.
I should get going.
How are you finding the bunk?
In the dark.
All the way out here. If anyone can help my people.
Help with what?
The Ket destroyed a Dar not far from here. Retaliation after the Resistance pushed them. The people were either killed or driven off. They left everything behind.
Do your people have somewhere to stay?
They're taken care of. I'm a historian. That Dar was home to a priceless Angaran. I sent 2 of my colleagues to retrieve it. The Ket came back to finish the job. I need someone to help my people fight their way out.
Don't worry. I'll dig them out of trouble.
You're a lifesaver.
Favorite planet?
Havar. Because of family? Because of family. Why else?
Those lights. Just salting the wound, isn't it? We're here and you can't do anything about it.
If there's any way we can help the Angara deal with the Ket, we're going to do it.
We haven't been able to take down any of their defenses. Many lives were lost trying.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Poachers aren't here.
They must have continued following the Yavara.
Where can I get one of those resistance patches? Trade you a hustle.
It's a Kari, and we don't just hand them out.
I own mine, so I can share it.
I own mine, so I could keep it. Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
So, if we started an outpost here, would we all live in snow forts?
brothers or sisters? I have such difficulty relating to that idea.
Fair enough, I suppose. Although, if I had a lot, I might not have come here.
That I understand.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I and many others have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
They're a tough bunch.
I wouldn't mind hanging out with the Resistance at some point. Learn some new things. Make some new friends.
Incoming!
That device is Ket. Let's check it out.
The devices seem to be extracting remnant data and sending it to a single location.
Can you track it down?
It's heavily encrypted. I may be able to break it with more information.
Ryder's got this.
Oh. What is that? You do it a lot.
Humans sometimes
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on, there's a datapad here.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
We'll take care of these poachers, Jaal. I promise.
Thank you. I know it's difficult to understand. The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures.
Let's do this!
Over there. Isn't that a Ket device?
To decrypt the data receiver, I need more input.
Did you have a favorite world?
I'm genetically conditioned to think Earth was beautiful.
Earth? You're a very literal species.
Like it's just us. Find one species whose name doesn't mean the people.
Annoying, but fair. That's Ket technology, Ryder.
I think my suit's malfunctioning. Toes are numb.
I think that's
Excellently done.
I've nearly completed assembly of the passcode.
How many more consoles do you need?
One will be sufficient.
Looks like the cat got here before us. Let's do this!
Here's Ked have been here, Pathfinder.
How are we gonna live here? Maybe you'll have to find somewhere else. Many would prefer it.
We're running out of somewhere else's.
Ambient temperature is normal. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
Get those pictures I forwarded. They don't do Earth justice. Cities far... as you could see, blue skies to bluer oceans.
Blue on blue. How do you know where one ends and the other begins?
You get wet.
We have people who aren't funny too.
I detect unusual signals from that Angara, Pathfinder.
Did he get anything from that, Sam?
I've added it to my database. I still need more information to repair the tracking signal. Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby. My sensors are detecting KET technology, Pathfinder. Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. pressure is falling, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
Let's make sure these resistance fighters are okay.
So, the Pathfinder. Here to convince us you're a friend. If that's the goal, take my advice. Don't join fights that aren't yours.
No thanks necessary. I was just passing through.
Good. Keep passing. Mind yourself out here. Not everyone sees the difference between you and the kit.
Here's a hint. I'm the good-looking one.
Ha.
How have you kept morale up with Ket everywhere?
We haven't. There's no secret to living under oppression. We make do.
That's not reassuring.
I'm here to observe the initiative, not reassure it. If you fail, that will be sad. Then we'll make do.
God damn it. Seriously, Ryder, you didn't bring any music?
Get ready to fight!
That doesn't look good.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support
More Kett
restored.
incoming.
Life support at 100%.
You okay?
Look, I don't know what Roic said to make you help us, but he lied.
Astra, don't.
Shut up! Roic is a smuggler from Kadara. We all are. Flew here when we heard the Kett were picking off villages. He wants to sell the ancient Fold map to the highest bidder. It's worth a fortune.
I knew something was up as soon as I saw you weren't Angara.
I figured, but that's not why I'm telling you.
Then why?
When I got here, when I saw what the Kett did to this place, these people are dealing with enough. They don't need looters taking what little they have left. I want you to take the map to the Resistance where it will do some good.
What about Roic?
He's not a bad guy, just has bad ideas. When we tell him about this place, he'll see reason. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Just take the map to the Resistance.
A guy like that isn't worth my time. I'll make sure this map gets into the...
Good. Clears my conscience.
I know better than to argue with Astra. Go ahead and take it.
One down, 2 to go.
Is she all right?
She has lost a lot of blood.
Aroshenav, sister. Help is here.
I couldn't stop the bleeding. The supply crate was empty.
We brought the supplies.
Leave them in the cache and I can help myself. You need to get supplies to the other locations. There may be others like me, in dire need.
What happened to you?
My patrol was escorting a caravan of specimens from here. They took the cargo and some of the scientists. I pretended to be dead. It kept me alive. A cowardly act.
You fought to protect your people. You crawled here I don't see a cow.
Thank you.
If you're...
Go. Go.
Ryder.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Check out that remnant area. That device is Ket. Let's check it out.
Encryption of the Ket data receiver is 84% complete.
One more should do it.
Smells weird here. Really? Once you acclimatize, you'll realize it's the Tempest that smells strange.
I really don't want that.
Must be the poacher's camp.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Life support levels are critically low. Angaran technology is present in this camp. Scanning will provide more information. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is stable. This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
Shooting. Can we talk?
One of my people.
The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
You better have a great explanation for hunting Yavara. Your people won't be happy to hear this.
So the Angara sent you then? I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
No. Not like this. The creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research. for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Fold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll contact the commander. Thank you, Ryder. I think this is the right choice.
I'll go. Just let me pack my...
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Thank you.
Look, the Kett set up camp.
Pathfinder. I detect Kett.
Those power lines go up, but we'll have to find a way around. No way up this mountain.
What is it now, Liam? I'm not a cultural test bed.
Who else do I ask? I'm making contacts with Angara, but you're right here.
The answer, 90% of the time, is the same as you. We're not mystical others.
Shit. Who pissed in your cereal?
Your doctor. I had a voluntary physical.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to SAM node on the Hyperion. I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Scared.
Huh. Is that obvious?
We've seen it in the initiative species a lot. You all try very hard to hide it.
Yeah, well...
Approaching a Resistance emergency medical cache, Pathfinder.
That's 2 of them.
It's a cat ambush!
Overlord coming up!
They probably expected someone injured or dying.
That's just low.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology,
We've
Pathfinder.
got targets!
Pathfinder, that message console can be hacked.
I think that's it.
I've assembled the passcode to the Ket control center, updating with a nav point.
Good. Let's get those shuttles out of the air.
So you came all this way after 2 years of training.
It felt longer at the time. Sure as hell didn't cover all this.
I'm amazed you assumed a new galaxy would simply accommodate you.
How often does that plain-spoken Angaran honesty get you punched?
There you are. Where are my colleagues? You have the map?
You mean the one you wanted to sell on Kadara?
How did... Astra. She grew a conscience. For what it's worth, I've been talking to these people. They have it rougher than I thought. To be honest, I don't know if...
No one's being cheated. How dare you accuse me in the street? You're a coward.
You're the
Fall to
human
the
who came
side
from
when you
Aya.
run out of town.
Is it still beautiful there?
The most beautiful...
I miss it. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore. Small comforts. Nothing of value to you.
What's a small comfort?
Clothing, tools, art, toys. Anything to remind them of happy...
What do you mean, people?
Refugees carrying whatever they grabbed as they fled. The lighter their load, the easier their journey. I pay well.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
Good time for a field op, Jal. What's your combat disposition?
I kill the enemy before they see me. Do I need another one?
No, that'll do fine.
Ket! On the bridge!
Where there's Ket, there's trouble. We have to deal with this. We're carrying explosives. This looks like some kind of Ket detonator. What were they doing?
We should investigate.
Got one. Easy. One more down. I think that's all of them.
Thank you, Ryder. That will make travel through this area much safer. You and Ryder move in the open very freely.
We have to. We're here to explore.
It's only strange after years of keeping our heads down against the Ket. One day we'll destroy them. I'm determined that it will be soon.
The deceased Angara is holding a data device.
His family may want whatever's on it.
wonder if the Angara would let us train with them. I'd like to see their methods.
Looks like it isn't filled in yet. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. Enough glyphs.
have a huge task. To responsibly settle all your people in Helios.
It seems incredible, sometimes, the idea of making places to live. Even though we've already done it, there's so much hope riding on us.
Speaking for the Resistance, I know what that's like.
Got them all.
Can we get one of those Angara heaters in here? Nomad's heat isn't doing anything for me.
This talent you and PB have.
Biotics?
What does it feel like? Does it hurt?
When you really let loose, it's like a massive, deadly sneeze.
Amazing. What's... to sneeze?
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but the planet is not yet viable.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further. signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
The Kett have made camp. Be careful, Ryder.
Hostiles ahead!
I'm receiving an I've added the scan to my database. One more and I should be able to reverse the tracking signal.
Sorry, how many?
8 brothers and sisters. Almost 4 times as many cousins. My mother. A lot of voices with opinions on what to do or be.
No kidding. How do you handle that?
Honestly, not well.
Can you imagine the heating bills if we settled here? Jarl, you're taking up my seat. Too hot in here for that.
Do you mean hot or hot?
Just shove over.
undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Looks like we're missing something. Got it.
If that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
What? How?
I don't know. Ask my parents.
Pathfinder, I'm picking up some unusual readings from the nearby remnant site. You may wish to investigate.
Hey, human. You got a death wish?
Not as far as I know. Who's this?
Holger, Resistance. I'm hiding in a sniper nest 2 clicks from you. You're standing in a cat minefield. Didn't you notice the warning marker?
Obviously not.
That would explain the source of the unusual reading I detected. A coded beacon.
Can't believe you didn't trip any mines. Don't know how you'll get out in one piece either.
Scanning out to show where the mines are buried.
One shot from a weapon will detonate a mine.
Better work fast. Cat patrols pass through pretty often. If you don't make it, I'll let the base know where to find your remains.
There's another one. Disarmed, permanently. Found a mine. Sorry, Catmine. Not your day. More mines here. Sorry, Catmine. Not your day. More mines here. Disarmed, permanently. fire on that spot.
On the move!
Disarmed, permanently. More mines here. Disarmed, permanently. Look, Ket set up camp. There. We've got a clear path out of this minefield.
Congratulations. Thanks for drawing the Ket back here. They'll want to lay new mines. I'll make them pay for each one. If I see you around base, I'll stop and say hello. Over out.
That's it.
Good work.
There's an Angaran device in this camp, Pathfinder. I can provide more information via your scanner. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Another mine bites the dust. Mine down. Up. This is kind of fun. That device is Ket. Let's check it out.
Mission complete. The Ket devices were transmitting data to a location on Vold. Updating your system with the nav point.
Good work, Sam.